Sagittarius. Today we're going to look at July 10th, 2025, and that's the full moon in Capricorn. We're going to look at Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising with specific messages for each. We'll look at numerology and astrology and the tarot cards, and we'll end the reading with advice for your sign. And in the description box below, I have links for meditations for each of these tarot cards that I drew for you today. And if you feel seen today, subscribe and stay tuned for your next reading. Tell me what messages hit home today, and let's talk about it in the comments, because I read all the comments and I will reply to each and every one of them. Because I'm a Virgo and I can't help it. Okay, so what is the number for this day? And the number for that day is 8. And 8 represents power and mastery and manifestation through discipline. So for Sagittarius, this is a day to step up as the boss of your own life. Own your energy, set bold goals, and stick to the plan, even if it's not your usual spontaneous style. So you may commit to a fitness or business routine you've avoided for ages, realizing that long-term success requires structure. Today, trading in instant gratification for sustained momentum could bring major rewards. In astrology, this full moon lights up your second house of values, self-worth, and money, while the sun shines from your 8th house of transformation, shared resources, and deep emotional ties. So the cosmos is prompting a reset around what you truly desire, materially, emotionally, and spiritually. So we're going to start with the sun. And the sun is in Cancer, that's your 8th house. And that's going to talk about transformation and shared finances. So the sun illuminates what you share with others, emotionally, sexually, financially, and where you might be giving too much or not feeling empowered. So you might reevaluate a financial or emotional dependency, such as co-signing a loan or staying in a relationship out of guilt. This is your permission slip to reclaim your power. Then there's the moon, and the moon is in Capricorn. That's the 2nd house for you, and that is money and values and self-worth. So the full moon brings revelations about your financial habits or how you measure your self-worth. What do you need to feel secure? So a sudden expense could highlight a need for better money boundaries, or you might get clarity about pricing your services higher because you finally recognize your value. Okay, so Mercury is in Leo, and that is your 9th house. And that's going to talk about big ideas and travel and belief systems. So communication takes on a fiery, passionate tone, perfect for publishing and teaching or pitching some grand ideas. So you might pitch a bold business idea or finally hit publish on a podcast or a blog. Just be mindful of tone. Passion is great, but humility adds depth. And here's Venus, and Venus is in Leo, that again is your 9th house. And that's going to talk about love of learning and romance abroad. So Venus brings harmony in your beliefs and long distance relationships or any area where you're expanding. So you might feel a deep pull towards learning something new, like astrology or language study, or fall for someone with a wildly different background. Then we'll end with Mars. And Mars is in Gemini, and that's your 7th house. And that's going to talk about partnerships and conflict and contracts. So Mars energizes your one-on-one relationships, both romantic and professional. Conversations could get heated, or exciting partnerships may form. You may clash with a business partner about direction, or get swept into a passionate new collaboration that challenges your perspective. Now let's look at the tarot cards. And we have the Emperor. And there it is. So the Emperor talks about structure and leadership and discipline. So the Emperor is your divine masculine in full command. He brings structure and authority and the power to lead with vision and responsibility. So you might be offered a leadership position, take charge of a chaotic situation, or finally set long overdue boundaries. This is your inner CEO saying, let's get serious about this. So here's your advice. Step into your power. Be assertive, clear, and grounded. You're not here to play small. Own your throne. Then there's strength. And strength talks about courage and grace and emotional mastery. So true strength isn't about force. It's about patience and resilience and loving discipline. Strength reminds you to lead with your heart, not your ego. So here's the real life example. You may be facing something tough. It could be a breakup or a family conflict or a personal fear. Strength says respond with grace, not aggression. You'll win more with honey than fire. So here's your advice. Trust your inner fortitude. Breathe through discomfort. You've got this without needing to raise your voice. Then we got the Page of Wands. Hi, camera. And the Page of Wands came out reversed. And that talks about restlessness and scattered energy and delays. So reversed, this page is impulsive and impatient and bursting with ideas but struggling to follow through. It's a reminder to ground your fire. So you might start 5 new projects and finish none, or feel the urge to book a spontaneous trip only to realize your energy is already stretched too thin. So here's your advice. Pause and focus. Don't let your enthusiasm scatter your energy. Choose one thing and go all in. Your success will be greater with a clear plan. So now, how this day affects a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. So Sagittarius Sun. This is a day for leveling up in leadership. Your confidence and natural optimism shine, but discipline is the key. You may be called to make serious decisions that shape your future trajectory. So you might finally start that business, enroll in a long-term program, or take charge of your financial life with new conviction and structure. Sagittarius Moon. Emotionally, you're craving peace and support. You're being drawn to simplify your life, focus your passions, and tap into your deeper resilience rather than burning out with scattered desires. So you could feel overstimulated by too many creative ideas, but find calm once you sit with one and nurture it deeply, like painting instead of picking up 5 hobbies at once. So Sagittarius Rising. Your identity is becoming more rooted in mastery and direction. People may start viewing you as an authority figure, or you may feel ready to become one. So you might get asked to lead a community group or mentor someone. And though it feels big, you recognize it's exactly what you've been preparing for. So here's a summary for what this day means to Sagittarius. The full moon asks you to balance excitement with structure and passion with patience. It's not about doing everything. It's about doing the right things with heart and courage. So the Emperor calls you into decisive leadership and grounded presence. Strength helps you face internal and external challenges with gentle power. And Page of Wands reversed warns against impulsive detours. Focus on your fire's best fuel. So here's the real life takeaway. Lead with intention, not impulse. You don't have to do it all. Just do it well. Your quiet confidence is louder than your shout. Or any shout. Okay, so advice for Sagittarius on this day. Take command of your story. Trust your instincts and stay rooted in what matters. Your fire needs direction to become a blaze. Light it with purpose and watch everything align. Thank you, Sagittarius. I hope to read your comments later, and I hope to see you in another reading. Bold business idea, or finally, idea Did you hear that? I dear? I don't even know if is that even? Ugh.